we're going to take another look at the 2024 recruiting class, and we're going to shine a spotlight on 4-star wide receiver Mazeo Bennett, who signed with South Carolina. We're going to look at his highlights. We're going to look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. But before we do all that, you need to click that subscribe button right now, because we're talking about the 2024 recruiting class every single day of this offseason, player by player. You need to know what your players look like before they hit the field. This is a great resource for that. But here's his 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for just the highlights, fast forward a few minutes, you will get there. But he's a 4-star prospect, ranked 40th in the class, 45th in the composite. We're enrolled with South Carolina. We saw 23 offers right here. The thing about that, that's a good amount of offers considering where he's ranked at. And then on top of that, you look to the left here, and we're not even looking at all the offers. Tennessee, Alabama, Auburn. So some good schools looking at him, some top-tier programs, some bigger schools looking at him, however you want to describe it. And he's ranked in the 40s, so we may see more out of him in the highlights than what the rankings and how they have him rated suggest. That being said, we're just going to have to take a look. He's a Power 5 starter. That's what they got him projected at. He has verified size plus length. He's quick, but can play in the slot and the outside, productive at high school, impactful at all three phases, natural pass catcher with good ball skills, has good quickness, excellent body control. So we're going to see a guy that makes plays downfield, who's very assertive, quick off the release. We're seeing the word quick a lot. We're seeing the big play ability written a lot. That being said, he's going to be fun to watch. We're going to keep an eye on that. We're locked in with South Carolina. Florida tried to get in there. Tennessee was really hot on his tracks as well. 857 yards in 2022 with 14 touchdowns. But we're a 4-star prospect with 24/7 Sports. Going over to On3, and everybody else had him listed as a 4-star as well. On3 had him ranked 51st among wide receivers. Rivals had him at 70. ESPN 22. 5'11", 180 pounds. A lot of people have him predicted to go in the slot, but could play on the outside as well. But we're locked in with South Carolina. North Carolina was after him, as well as Miami. Good schools were after him, letting us know that there's something about him that they liked. But we're going to take a look at the tape, see what he's working with here. We got 6 minutes and 6 seconds of clips. Let me know what you think about him in the comments below. We're going to let this one rip, though. South Carolina fans, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I'm talking about your players. I'm talking about your recruits. He's got good speed, good contact balance, good feet, good balance on that as well. Able to keep it going while getting touched up, while people trying to tackle him. That's a good sign right there. They're getting him the ball in space as well, indicating to me that he's a key part of the team, which obviously with him being ranked so high as a recruit. Good hands, cut it out in front of him, got upfield quick, very assertive. Very assertive player here. Looking good. Imagine, what has he got? The ball in his hands. What's going on here? All right. On the outside here. Tax cushion. Sell tactic before the block. I think that's very good nuance on that. You don't see that a lot with blocks. A lot of times the wide receiver just goes straight at the player. Blocking the guy there. Getting him down. Finishing him. He's trying to showcase early on that he's a nasty player. He's a willing blocker. That you need me because I'll go the extra step here. Is that him with the ball? What's going on this one? So we're downfield. Outside shade with the DB. Look at that angle off for the block, though. We take him to the sideline. Take him right out of the play. Next one. Blocking again. He's a nasty blocker. I'll say that much. In the slot. Bam. Takes guys out of the play. Okay, I think he's up top there. Another good block on the chest plate. Solid move there. You got him finished, too. All right, now we should see the ball skills. We should see what he's working with here. We're getting downfield. We're getting the target. Nasty. Good concentration on that catch. One-handed grab. I would have made that my first play on the tape. Good quickness out of the release, for sure. Downfield, making it happen, catching them with your hands. Getting on the heels of the DBs. Looks like we're in motion. No, wait, we got the ball in our hand. The way he highlights got to be like more arrows, I think. He got speed and burst, too. I like how he can manipulate traffic in the open field. He's a good yak guy, it looks like. Obviously, that was out of Wildcat, but still. With the ball in your hands, you're able to find the space and get yards, like we're seeing here. Special teams, we got that ability as well. In the backfield. The fact that they're getting him design plays behind the line of scrimmage and then on top of him at Wildcat indicates to me that he's a key piece to the offense, which is obvious, but still is a good sign that he had a huge role. Ball's coming his way. Now we're getting upfield. Getting in there for the score. We have some good bursts and quickness there. Here we go. Wildcat again. Now we're going to get to the outside. And for the score. We're in the slot. Getting up there. Cell tactic. Very subtle and quick, which is good. Creates separation. Gets down there. That's what I like to see out of the wide receivers there, especially guys out of the slot, especially guys who get manufactured touches. If I'm able to see a little bit, I can imagine you doing more, especially with that. You take an initiative on a lot of plays as well, especially with blocking. You'll sell before you make the block. So technically we got 2 sell tactics shown, maybe more, and I'm not thinking of it, but we're also seeing good ball skills, good hands. I think we're more nuanced than what we're advertised on the scouting report. I think that's something that what these big schools saw out of him. Because they had the abilities to come to all the practices and all that. They were able to see him more. And that's why they liked him. That's why all those big schools liked him. I think he has more to his game than what you're seeing here in the highlights. And he's shown a tiny bit of clues to that. We're getting good yards after the catch. I like him in the slot. You can put him on the outside. It reminds me a little bit of Randall Cobb. Not a comp, but just throwing that out there in my head. Players like that because look at him getting the manufactured touches, getting yards after the catch, good spatial awareness, good body control, and on top of that, finds the space, gets you the yards. He's got the quickness. Very, I wouldn't say durable. That's not the right word for it, but he's able to get low. He's compact. He pushes forward a lot. You're seeing that on that last play we just saw there. Very versatile wide receiver. I'll definitely say that. His versatility might be the big part of his game. You can use him on special teams, the slot on the outside, in the backfield. You can use him in a lot of spots. I mean, you can do that with a lot of other wide receivers, but he seems more geared up for that. After the catch is where he's the nastiest, it looks like. I think he's underrated on the sell tactics. I think the recruiting sites may not have that on him. Like there. Like that came out of frame, so you couldn't really see it too much. But we got more route running than what's being asked for him on this set of highlights, is what I'm saying. Like, when you scout, you also can be open-minded on both the positive and negative. But I think what these big schools are seeing here out of him is a guy that's more nuanced, that's being advertised on the highlights. Like, we're not seeing it all on the highlights. We're seeing a small clip of it on a couple plays, and we're like, hey, it's capable. We're seeing him sell on his blocks. We don't see that too often from wide receivers, which indicates to me that that's ingrained in him. And then also we saw that subtle sell tactic that is very quick, a quick break, no drifting, was able to create separation. And then on top of that, with how he's being used, getting touches behind the line of scrimmage in multiple different ways, means he's the key piece to the offense. On top of that, they know he's good after the catch. They know that's where the money's made, and they're trying to get him in space because he is fantastic after the catch, can find the space, get to it. He has good contact balance. You touch him, he's still keeping his feet. He's keeping it moving. He's very assertive. He's very aggressive. We saw that in the blocking. We see that after the catch. We see that at the catch point. He has good ball skills. He has strong hands. He reads the ball good downfield. He is a very good wide receiver prospect, probably underranked. We need a bigger sample, though, because I think he's got more goods to his game. That's what I'm saying here. He's got more goods to his game than what he's showing in this highlight tape. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.